Hi guys, it's Paul again from my art YouTube channel. Okay, so today we're going to tackle a close-up of a cow. It's going to be a brown cow, right up on its snout, on its nose, really close, so just its head. And this is a photo I took in Derbyshire earlier in the year before lockdown started. So today we're going to use Stabilo fine liner just for the eyes, just to pick out a little bit of black in the eyes. I've got a Derwent sketching pencil, which is a HB one. And then I've got two browns, a lighter brown and a kind of a mid brown. Might use a darker brown as well in places. We've got kind of a peachy brown here. This comes out as quite brown. These are Faber-Castell classic colour range. I've got a black, and then I've got a silvery grey, so you just use a normal grey if you've not got a silvery grey. And then the background, I might do something like a bright green round the outside edge. So tonight I'm just going to probably show you the drawing of it, and then depending on how long this takes, maybe do the colouring in the next video. So let's crack on. So I'm going to do this quite square. I'm going to do the nose first. I took it over a farmer's yard, over a wall, so this cow was really inquisitive and it came right up to me, so I was managed to get a few really good shots of this cow. And this is a brown one, so it just gives me opportunity to say, how now, brown cow? I haven't said for years. So this is the kind of shape that the nose is in, and he was a female actually. She was looking right across the wall at me, but her head was a slight angle, so therefore her nose or snout is at a slight angle as well. So it's not straight across the page. You could do yours straight if you wanted to. So I'm just blocking out where the cow's mouth is. Okay, I can always rub some of these lines out later. And a tongue was just a lip, or the bottom of a tongue was just popping out here. Okay, there we are. So that was the kind of shape of it. Okay, now we just get the nostrils in first. Cows have got really strange noses, so what you need to do is to curve this around. It's almost like a tiger's nose when you're drawing a tiger or a lion's nose. Okay, I'm going to have a little bit of shading in there. Okay, so I'm doing this kind of abstract or cartoony. I'm not going to do this realistic. It just takes too long to do it realistic, and I'd rather be doing that on a canvas, something like that anyway. Okay, so with this HB pencil, it does smudge a little bit, so you just try and keep your hands away from the drawing if you can. Okay, so the markings on this were white and brown, so I'm just going to put where the white markings are. So this one went this kind of direction like this, and then the brown continued right up here. And then we've got the eye, so the eye kind of bulges out to the side. We've got a curve here like this. They've got really strange eyes, starey eyes, cows have. So you want to try and get that in the artwork if you can. Okay, and they've actually got really long eyelashes. So I'm going to just draw a few lines here, and then we're going to have some eyelashes coming off this way. like that. Okay. Now the head, the other side of the head is going to go, it's quite a thin face actually on this cow. She did have quite thin features, big ears. So the ear, let's just draw the ear in now while we're over this side. The ear comes like this. Like this. Now there was a tag in this ear, and I'm just for interest, I'm going to draw this tag in. Okay, so this is bright yellow, and the tag went like this. This is where the farmers obviously put a number and a name number on this cow to identify it. And sometimes it's not natural, obviously, but on a cow, this tag would be quite important for the farmer. Okay, so I'm going to colour that yellow in a little while, but that's what it looked like. Okay, now I'm going to go a little bit wider here, a little bit wider here. Bring that out a little bit more. Okay, now we need to kind of make these eyes level, but this one you can see more of this eye on this side. It's a really strange angle to draw. Okay, so just bear with me for a minute while I just do this, and then I can talk you through it. So that's the kind of angle that you want. Okay, we've got a little bit more white coming across here. And then it mixes with the brown there. And then again, big brown kind of eyelid. But then this had a really black eyelash, like that, okay? Now from here, we've curved back on ourselves with this brown. So we're going to bring in the brown across here. And that's how it went, okay? So this side's brown. Got a little bit of white coming across the top here, and it matched this. There we are. Okay, so this section is brown. I've got another brown section here, which goes up and over the top of this eye. Like that. That's all brown there. And then we've got white above here. So it went this direction. Then it dips down quite quickly. And then out again. Okay. So, a little bit of brown there, a little bit of brown through here, and then we've got tufts of white here. Okay, and we've only missed the ear out, so we'll come back to that now. So a little bit of white in there. This goes up and over the top here, and then we've got an inside of an ear. So it goes round, and there's another tag in this ear. This is a little bit of a funny angle here. So I'll try and just draw that in for you. So, got this kind of thing going on. And this is the inside of the ear here. Okay, so there's the cow. We've got a little bit of shading through here to do, but we can do all that with brown, okay? And then we've got the eye itself, which on this side, it's like this. Like this, okay? And on this side, we've got that's it. Looks a bit weird at the moment, but it should look all right in a little while. Okay, so I'm going to just change now to the colours. Use quite a bit of grey on this. So I'm going to start with the snout. I'm going to start with this lighter shade in here. So I'm just going to go around this top edge. Okay. So you want a little bit of light through here. Don't press on too much. I'm using this creamy brown colour, okay? So I'm going to go right around this outside edge with this creamy colour. And around this edge as well. Right around the outside edge of it, okay? Then we're going to go darker brown, but not the darkest brown. I'm going to start flicking through underneath this pink mouth here, or the lip. This is kind of its bottom lip here. Okay. And then we'll go back to this colour, this creamy colour. Just work that underneath, just blending it in. Nice and steady like this, okay. That's good. We're going to just put a few streaks in here of this, but we're going to go for a little bit of grey in a little while, okay. So leave that for now. Now what you need to do here is do a few lines like this, okay. I'm going to draw a little bit of dark patch in here, and then we're going to go a little bit darker around this outside edge. Okay, another little line here. Fill this in. Lighter brown, slightly lighter. And once you've got a covering, you can then start just building up the shade, up the colour. Okay, this curves around like this. Okay, and then we're going to go back to this again for a little while, but we're going to start bringing in some dots and some touches like this. Okay, so it's just little movements of the pencil you want, is dots and just squiggles, if you like. I've got lots of these across the animal's body. Okay, across the top of here. I'm going to carry on with this brown. Okay, dots and squiggles over this side as well. Okay, lots of them if you can. Lots of them. This is quite almost like little freckles these are on this cow. Okay, we'll put a few darker ones in there in a little while as well. Okay, so darker line now. We want to get this in here, like that. Okay, and then along this edge, darker line. Okay, same here, down the other side. So darker edge. See how it's building up the colour now? Because you've got this darker, just a little darker patch here, I think. There we are. Just a few flashes of darker. And that's it. Now, side of your pencil, you're going to just colour in side of your pencil, this top edge. Okay. And then I'm going to go with my grey. Okay, just a few patches on here on the nose. Just a few touches here, not too much. Okay, less is more here actually. It's much better to just build up the colour nice and slowly. Now a few circles of this grey. Okay, a few patches. So we've got this grey here going on. A few dots. Grey on this side. Okay. And then we're going to go for a little bit of black, because I'm going to bring in much darker around the very fine outside edge here. So I'm using a black pencil crayon now. Okay, still want this curve going on. Okay, and then we're going to put some grey around the outside of that. Same on this side. Remember earlier on I shaded this in with a pencil. I'm now going to go over this with black just on this side. Okay, and then I'm just going to bring a black line down like this. Alright, grey or light black there. Okay, and then we're going to go blend this in, so we're going to go silvery grey, blend it right across to the brown, almost go over the brown as well in places. Okay, we want all of this darker towards the black there. Okay, and then lighter as it's coming down. Same again with this side, grey, blended in with that black. Okay, and this side, going to carry in the grey on the outside edge up until that brown line there. Okay, now back to this lighter colour. I'm going to do some lines here now. A few darker lines, and then we're just shading around this edge here. Okay, more of the dots, a few lines like this. Okay, and then we're just going to shade in this top edge a bit more. There we are. And then we're going to go grey in the middle here. Nice and grey there. Okay, so that's the mouth to start off with. Alright, that's the mouth to start off with. I think what I'll do now is I'll just have just very quickly think about this pink tongue, okay? So it's a very, very light pink, so you don't want to put too much pressure on this. It's almost like suggesting that there's pink there without putting any pressure on it. Okay, so that's about enough. That's all I want to do. Okay, so it just gives it a suggestion of pink, not completely dark pink. Okay, now I'm going to go with this brown here, and we're going to go quite heavy on this brown. Okay, this is what the colour, it's a little bit darker than this actually. So I'm going to go over it in a minute. Blow that pencil away. Okay, don't rub it with your hand because it'll smudge everywhere. Okay, now when you get into this middle bit, just lighten that pencil. Just lighten the pencil again to the middle. Okay, and there's a section of white here. So I'm going to go round this top edge there white where I've left a patch, okay. And then we're going to flick this through to make it look a little bit hairy, like this. Okay, so I'm bringing in that darker and lighter across here, okay. Alright, so darker brown now. Just going to go over in this section, over this here. I would take as long as you want on this now, you know, take your time with this. You want to make it look really good, stand out, nice and bright. Okay, we're going to carry on with this darker brown because the sunlight was on this side of the face, much lighter on this side. This side is much darker. Okay, so we're going to go much darker here. There we are. So that's good enough for me so far. Okay, we're going to leave all the white bits actually. So not a great deal to colour in really now. What you want is trying to make this as furry as you can now. Okay, so you want to bring a few of these bits down into the white section. Okay, we've got a brown section here, and then it goes out underneath the eye. And as you're coming down here, just lighten this off. Okay, so just take the pressure off your pencil, and we can just do a lighter shade through there. That's good. And then on this side, we've only got, there's a section here that's dark. Okay, using this reference photo just to bring in some of the darker lines and shades here. So we've got one or two like this, one or two here, like this, okay. And then a little patch here darker, and the rest of this is really quite light, okay. So we'll probably just leave that for now and just go over the lighter brown sections, okay. So all this lighter brown, try and not let any white show through. Okay, much lighter in this section here, and then darker down this edge. Okay, so it's pretty good. And then up here, you're going to go lighter over the top of his eye, but then darker on this line that we've already drawn with the pencil. And then we're going to just bring in some darker sections at the top, and a little bit lighter as we're going towards the eye there. Okay, so happy happy with that. There we are. Okay, just a little brown section. I'm going to go back to the dark brown. This is really dark brown. So we're going to bring in some flecks. Do these as lines if you can. I want to see a little bit of white showing through. Okay, until you get to this back end here, and then this is all brown. Okay, and then above the eye here we're going darker, like that. Okay, darker behind the ear there. We've got a darker line coming in here. Okay, like this, a little bit over this yellow tag. Okay, underneath here darker again, and then much darker through here, but you're trying to make it look like fur if you can, like furry here. There we go. Okay, this ear much darker than the other ear, so we've got a little bit of white going on here. And then we've got a section which is lighter, and then it goes back up again to dark. Yeah, this is all dark around here, so you can fill this all in. Same colour really. Miss that little lighter bit up there. This goes right down to this eyelash here, and right across to there. Blow the excess away. That's good. Hope everybody's okay in lockdown anyway. Just a bit of an update on the subscribers. We've got 306 subscribers now, which is great. Could do with quite a few more before we finish lockdown. If you could share this with your friends, that'd be great. And we've got 6,000. I've just gone past 6,500 views in total, which is fantastic. Okay, so we've got lighter brown now, and this light colour's coming back here. It's this creamy colour. So, and we've got a little bit of white down there. Okay, so I'm going to bring in this creamy colour here. Alright, and this cream colour carries on here. And it also carries on into this section there, okay? So, lighter brown up here. Lighter brown across the top edge. Okay, and then back to this creamy colour. There we are. Okay. That's good. Okay, so now we want to be really careful here, so I'm going to use my fine liner for the eyes. So I'm going to go, so the eyes go, and can have a couple of white sections here. Okay, so I'm being really careful here that I can get some white bits left. Okay, So that's all I want to do there. And then we've got one line up here, and it goes round. Just going to follow this through now. Okay, and down here. There we are. Okay, so now I'm going to put a little bit of grey across the top of there in a minute. But the first thing I want to do is this other eye. Okay, so it doesn't look odd. So what I've got is quite a big white section here on this eye. There. Okay, and actually it's not white as such, it's a very light grey. Okay. We've got quite a lot of detail here that's kind of grey rather than white. So I'm going to put a little bit of grey in his eye there. Okay, there's grey here. It's darker on the inside, and it's grey around this edge as well. Okay, I'm going to go for this creamy colour now across the top of these sections. Alright, so quite close to finishing now. What we want to do is just bring a little bit of grey underneath the eye here. Okay, just to make it pop out of the page. Okay. And what I do now, I think, is just try and just soften some of these edges up. Okay, and we've got a little bit of grey through the hair, so from here now, it's not all pure white. From here, we're going to bring a little bit of grey through here, not very much. Lines through this section. Okay, a little bit of grey across the top of here. A little bit of grey in here. Okay. And some grey lines through there. A bit of a grey patch, okay. Now this top section we're going to do this creamy colour. Okay, so now yellow wise, bright yellow tags. Okay, and there's a number on each of these. So a green fly in my hand now. Number across one or two of these here, which we're going to do in fine liner, just to make it a little bit authentic. So the number here was 515. Okay. And it says Holman on it, so whether that's the name of the farmer, I don't know. So on this side, just gonna show you, there's a large 4 and a tiny 0, and then we've got 2, 9, 9, 5. Okay, and it says UK on it. There we are. So that's our, just put a little bit of brown in here now, just to give this a little bit of a blend. It's a little bit too stark here. That's our cow's head. And what I'd possibly do now is I'd box this off with bright green. So I'm not going to do it all, but this is what I'd potentially do. Just because I like this bright green. But if you just look at how this makes this cow look when you go round the outside edge with this bright green, and just don't go over any of your drawing obviously, and try and shade in the same direction. Just look at how that just lifts all the colour up. It's fab that green is, I love that. So get yourself like a grass green, go round, if you can, go round it. Try and avoid any hairy bits. Now this is really effective against this white as well, so it makes the white pop out. Okay, and then what you can do is you can go in with that green and make the hair stand out then. Okay, so you can have fun with this green then. It's like a coming in my mohawk. But if you're ever going to produce anything for like pillows, or if you're trying to make a square drawing, then if you fill in the background really bright, it looks great on like mobile phone cases and things like that. So you're just trying to avoid any of the actual colour that you've done, and just go around the outside edge. I mean, I'd do this all green now, but you don't have to if you don't want to. You can just do the outside edge. Have a go, send me a message, send me a comment on this video. Let me know how you're getting on. And this is really quite straightforward bit of what you can do. These would make really good greetings cards, birthday cards, get well soon cards, those kinds of things. Passing your driving tests, move over into the other lane and something like that. So we just go around it all like this, okay? In this really bright green. You can choose any colour you like, but I quite like this green. Okay, and we'll just finally finish off this edge. And you can just do as much or as little of that as you want to. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Stay safe during obviously continued social distancing and worldwide global lockdown. Hope everybody's well and safe, and you guys, see you guys again very, very soon for another tutorial. Okay, stay safe folks, see you soon.